Today, I'm revealing how I'm going to grow from $20,000 a month recurring revenue to $50,000 a month recurring revenue with my own processes and my own ideas and offers. And this is good for you to think in terms of thought process of, okay, how much am I doing now as a coach, as a business owner, as an agency owner? And what are the steps that you probably have to take in order to reach that level? So the first thing, I'll be sharing my screen soon, but the first thing that I want really to put into notice is, in order for you to get to where you want to go and you envision yourself, I say $50,000 a month, like, it's good to have that idea or that vision, but it's more important for you to first also understand where you're at right now and then bridge the gap. But if you don't know where you're currently at, you can't actually find out different solutions. So what am I currently doing? What am I currently offering? What is working? What is not working? And what needs to happen? So if I open here my screen in my computer, you will find that I've already have a couple of offers and I've grown this company. So this year so far, we've brought in around $186,000 and we'll probably be closing at $200,000 if things just stay the same, right? So it's being a good company, it's growing, but my expenses are around $10,000 a month. So we have a couple of margins, however, we want to grow, right? So what are the packages that we currently have? We have the ALM system, social media marketing, which is the things that the highest ticket item that I've used to grow my company the most. And I've helped a bunch of coaches with this. And the biggest thing is that it's grown based on referrals. So there was one coach that was doing social media. He referred me to other people and then other people and then other people. What has happened is that there are certain coaches who churn because we don't get the results or the expectations weren't met or we don't go to an agreement. So I've learned a lot about that and we can go into other videos if we talk about that, but that's the main offer that's been selling out of referrals. By depending just on referrals, it's really difficult because you're at the mercy of the people referring you. So even though I've created good incentives and good referral systems, it's not the best way to just base your whole business off. So I've created first a couple of different offers that I'm trying to sell actively online, and I've created a value stack that allows us to first, okay, we have the biggest tier product that we're gonna still sell. We're gonna also sell smaller ticket item products to increase the volume, but it's important that I did start with a high ticket item to get a little bit of revenue and get a little of space so for I can actually test smaller offers while the big one is going, because again, I have expenses of around $10,000 a month in terms of team software and everything. The payments that I receive on month to month do equal more or less and more or less break even to what I'm earning. So every couple of months I get an influx of cash, but at the same time, more or less every month to month, I am making around $10,000. So if I was to leverage it, again, I understand now I'm making around $20,000 a month. If I was to add up the ones that I'm getting paid every 3 months, plus the ones that I'm getting paid month to month, if I was to average everything, I'm getting around $16,000 to $20,000 a month in this current time. If more clients come in or more clients left, I would be in different scenarios, but this is what's currently happening, okay? So understanding the landscape, understanding what I'm doing. As I can show you here, I have this main offer. And now what are the other offers? And this is the second offer that I've created, which is just clip selection. And it's a really lower ticket, comparing one of $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month compared to one that's $300 a month. It's like 10 times lower the amount, but it also has a setup fee, so it's gonna give me margins. And I'm also trying to get a big discount upfront so I can get upfront cash. So my current strategy that is going to take me to $50,000 a month or beyond is mixing and matching a couple of the low ticket offers with the high ticket offers, but it's better to market and to do more effort for, at least at this understanding, selling a cold person on a $300 package or a $1,000 package is way easier than selling a cold audience or a cold person at $2,800, because at the same time, I don't have enough results or experience to back up the claim that I can get results at $2,800 a month. Okay, so it's again leveraging and understanding, okay, this product, this new product of $500 a month, $300 a month, I know for a fact that I can deliver because it's more on the delivery side versus the results or getting sales, getting followers, getting other things, because it's the bigger the package or the price tag, the more complex results you have to deliver. So it's better for you to actually think of one smaller result that you can get to someone. So that will be my strategy. I have this one, and I also have an AI version. Here, this is an AI avatar that we're creating and posting every single day or every other day. And this allows us to generate content without the client recording. Again, it's going to be less expensive if we just create this sort of avatar, but I understand and I know how to do it. So content creation and understanding what's my superpower, it's key to say, okay, this is the thing that I can deliver more. This is the thing that I can charge maybe less and can get results for more people, so more people can start doing it. Keep in mind that in all of my projects and offers, I'm doing recurrent revenue. I don't want to get one-time payment because, again, I have expenses, monthly expenses, and I know that if people are constantly bringing in more cash, I'm gonna stack up at the end of the month. So let's go into the 50K MRR strategy. So you went through ChatGPT and I went through like a lot of understanding, and this is important. I gave context. So again, I gave my expenses, I gave my personal situation, I gave my packages, what am I currently doing, and it came up with a strategy. But again, I don't take the strategy, and the thing that I'm going to show you, I don't take the strategy for granted. I don't take the strategy as law. I just take the strategy as a baseline so I can reflect to it and see, okay, I can do this or I can do this. I can do this and I can do this. Credit card payments, understanding churn rate, understanding your current revenue streams, and what's currently happening. It's important for you to, okay, say, whatever AI gives you, it's not the final answer. You always have to give that 10% left at the end just to make sure that it works out, okay? So if I go here, I know that I have a couple of $1,000 in a Stripe account, which is my payment processor, but it allows me to understand, okay, what am I aiming for? I want to close 3 clip packages setup fee of $1,000 or $1,200 each. If I do that, I will be able to get around 3,000 extra bucks at the end of this month to aim a little bit higher when it comes to revenue. Because again, cash flow is important for my business. I have about $14,000 in my bank after payments, plus I have $16,000 around payments, but I need $20,000 so I can have 2 months of expenses. So if I go and I say, okay, 16,000, 17,000 plus 3,000 of my AI setup fee, that's gonna allow me to reach $20,000 by the end of this month. So I have really, really good margins and I have at least 1 month of sales, okay? So what do I have to do to achieve this, right? What will be that's, and again, I have a stretch goal. If I sell 1 client that I'm probably having a discovery call this weekend and I'm able to sell it, I could bring in a big chunk of cash by the end of this month. So those are 2 ways in order for me to bring a little bit of the cash at the top, right? And it's important to understand, okay, this is what I'm doing right now. What am I doing long term, right? So until this term, it's again trying to get low volume and high volume of my product. Also, I have to prepare my AI sales page because I have the page for podcast. I have my page for long form, but I don't have my page for AI. So now I have to create a page for AI, and that's a task, that's an activity. Remember, it's a mixture of actions and planning. Actions and planning. So I have the strategy of, okay, I'm gonna create an AI page to sell the AI page. I'm gonna try selling the AI avatar or the other low ticket form. And by mixing both, I can actually get a sale. So again, it was not including that. So I will go to ChatGPT and say, hey, you're missing one of the offers, which is the AI avatar, which I haven't created yet, okay? Then what else do we have? Okay, we close one ALM client. We control ad spend. I'm not currently running ads. So again, this is something that might not be effective. $500, 5 BP per day, approximate $500 total ad spend. That's what they are recommending on September 21st to 30. So around $500 if I'm able to get 60% of the budget for the AI autopilot check page and 40% of the budget for ALM case study calendar page. So what it's telling me, it's okay, I want to create the AI autopilot. I want to create also a case study specifically, because here in my sales page, I don't have a specific case study. I know that I have a couple of results, but I would have to reorganize and re-say, okay, what are the results that I've actually gotten from working with this bunch of clients, and how can people say, okay, I see this, I want this, I'm going to buy it immediately, right? So those are a couple of strategies. Then what's going to happen? If I'm able to achieve that first goal, that first milestone, I'm averaging around $20,000 to $25,000 by the end of this month if I'm able to sell the programs, at least 3 programs, and the other one, and the big tier program, okay? And then we start going, what's going to happen with the upcoming months. And it's no new sales or with setup fees, right? So no new sales, 6,000. If I do setup fees, is 10,000, right? So I have 28,000, right? Securing setup fees in September is the key for stable, low stress October. Because again, I have to get more sales, find different methods of actually getting more sales. Now, the model: acquire low ticket AI and Clips clients upgrade, and upgrade 10 to 15% of them into a higher ALM. So what's going to happen? I get 5 clients, 10 clients of the AI Clips or AI avatar. One of them will probably upgrade, right? Because if I get them some results and say, hey, this is really cool, but if you pay 5 times more, 10 times more, you're actually going to get better results, because I can be more, it can have more personalization, it can have more of the brand, it can have more of their identity. So it's super important to always also think of, once I get a client, where are they going? What's the next step? And what's the next step? So my biggest package right now, I'm thinking of something that's $18,000, a 6-month program that gives you a course and gives you the social media management. But I'm already thinking and preparing that on the back end. Then it gives us also what are other things to do. So transfer the Stripe, publish 2 lean pages, AI autopilot and ALM case study, right? Begin daily outreach, 20 DMs daily with 5 free clips offer. Okay, so with the 5 free clips offer, I'm thinking that it could be beneficial, but at the same time, how can I reach to 20 people if I don't have an exclusive salesman? And I do have certain people in sales, but now I'm using automation. How can I leverage AI to do it? And that's why I bought this auto IGDM sequence that's getting me 20 messages sent per day with the one first message. And I'm starting to see, okay, which of these messages are actually getting replies, which are the messages that are actually effective. And I've gotten already like 20. How many replies? I have it on my cell phone, but if you go to my chats and my messenger, most of these messages have been sent by AI. Most of these messages have been sent by AI, and I'm trying to get 1 to 2 to 3 people to actually convert. And as you can see, hi Sharon, do you want your podcast and long form videos turned into reels and posted automatically on social media? Here at Astros in Marketing, we help coaches free their time. Okay, I've collaborated with such. Let me know if this sounds interesting to you. So this is again automated because it's one type of machine. Something else that I'm trying to do at the same time is again getting the outreach as much as possible. I was talking with a person that actually wants to work with me and wants an internship. So what I'm building pipelines for cold outreach. I bought myself a list. I bought myself Apollo.ai. I filtered out people who might be coaches but also have a podcast. And this person is going to start calling, asking them if they want to buy this product, asking them to buy on the call, send them a text message, and probably bypass the setup fee. So they just start paying $300 if they buy in that moment, or they can buy it later. But it's again, giving my offer to as much people as possible in the least amount of time. So if I call people this week, I do it myself. Next week, or the person, if I'm calling, but I'm also sending messages, eventually I reach a point where there's a person who's interested actually in getting my offers. So let's go back to the strategy. right? Restart ads on September 21st at $50 per day, doing the split. So I'm gonna do, and this is again, it's the mixture. I'm gonna do AI clips, AI avatar, and I'm going to do the sales page for the discovery call. So in the discovery call, I'm probably gonna create a case study that I could work on it this week. I'm gonna create the AI landing page, and I'm gonna do maybe like a 30-30-30 split and see if actually one of them actually performs. If I do $50 per day, by the end of the month, I'll see if actually one of the offers converts just from a cold ad, okay? Template you can use today. This is something that might not be as effective. Keep total ads September, always maintain at least 1 month of payroll. That would be great, but again, it's part of the business. Track your metrics weekly, so leads, CPL, MRR signed, and cash balance. And I'm doing this every single day. Again, ideal scenario, right, is I build a 30,000 cash cushion by the end of the month. I have around $18,000 to $20,000 saved up by the beginning of the month. That gives me 2 months of salaries and expenses already covered, so I don't have to feel like, oh my God, I have to pinch every single penny to actually sell and get the results. But then it's actually gonna start getting lower ticket clients, then upselling them, right? 7 AI, 7 clips of $300, high ticket clients. And this is super important because it's where do I reach my revenue goals? So if I go back to my strategy here, right? I go back to my ChatGPT strategy. ChatGPT, again, it's going to be really good for many things. And also Gemini, I've been working with both, but actually Gemini is not, it's trying to simplify me stuff. So what I would actually do is I will ask in both cases. So, hey, actually, in this case, we're not considering the AI offer that's different from the AI clips. So I would actually offer 3 things: the AI, the big tier system, and the podcast clips. So based on this, how long till I actually start seeing the 50K months with this, and thinking my expenses will rise around 500 per month if I'm actually servicing more clients and I'm doing more AI automations and software. The cost of software will probably increase, so I'll probably do 300 to 500 per month. Okay, so I'm putting this here, I'm updating this, and I'm also going to my ChatGPT where it was talking here. I'm gonna put this, and I'm gonna ask it to think. Okay, so the beautiful thing about AI is that, again, it allows you to think ahead and say, okay, this is what's gonna happen, this is what could happen, but now it's a matter of execution. As you can see, I'm gonna start doing cold calls. I'm already doing messages. I'm already personal DMing people that I already know and I've offered my account. I'm posting on my Instagram. I'm posting the offer that I'm getting, the AI clips, on automatic, but I'm also posting my avatar with my own AI page here, right? I'm also posting for my girlfriend, right? It's getting posted automatically. And the most important thing is I'm taking action, right? I'm doing for Joe Stolte. I'm gonna probably offer and think of collaborations with other high ticket coaches that have maybe $100,000 and they can sell it for me and they can get a commission, right? Or we can test for them and we can replace it and think about, okay, how can we collaborate? So besides the strategy, cold strategy that AI without emotions, without feelings of resentment or, oh, fear, will I make this, will I not? Will I be able to do it or not? So I'm doing all of this strategy, I'm doing certain actions, and I'm being consistent. So if I want to reach $50,000 a month, I will have to do all this effort, and while we're also delivering clients. So that's why I'm spending, again, the $10,000, because my team is empowered to actually deliver on the clients while I'm getting the offers that have highest amount of margin without my team's effort, so I can bring in more revenue, and then even there will be a point where we can charge even higher for our premium services and get even better results. So that's my system that I'm currently doing. I'm going to show you again what's going to happen, what happened with Google Gemini and the other coach. So let's say this is these are the two answers, and again, you always have to double check and you can even put Claude AI to actually leverage this. But let's go start with ChatGPT. So avatar, 900 base, premium, scalable, entry revenue, minimum labor per client, big tire. Okay, 70% of your path to 50K will come from here, because again, more clients that pay more will get you to the path faster. 350 plus setup fees, fast cash entry point, but also feeder into higher tiers. So I'm thinking ahead, all the ecosystem. Current net, right? Expenses rising, okay? Cushion target. I'm wanting to have a cushion because again, another client can drop, something can happen. I always want to think of that, okay? Gap to 50K is around 30,000. Short term, self 3-clip package setups, close 1 prepay, caution removed, okay. A realistic base, AA avatar at 20 clients, 50 to 900 average, right? That reaches $13,000 with low margin. At 3 ALMs plus 1 concierge, so that's 17,000. At 10 clients on 400 per average, that's 4,000 per month, right? Total added, 34. And that is if we sustain, right? Timeline projection. So we have closed setups, okay. Billing starts as 1.2 at 1 avatar client, 1 ALM close. Run rate, you could probably have 25, 27 MRR if I was able to make these sales, right? Clip setups, that's 3,000 plus 1 avatar client, right? Month 2, 5 AI clients each month, 1 ALM in October, 1 concierge in November, okay? So by the end of November, we could have that. By December, add 4 more AI clients, add 2 clip clients, 48, okay? Scale AI further to total clients, right? Concierge 2 to 3. Expense trajectory, in September, I'll probably have 10,000. November, October, I'll have 2,300, almost 11,000. November, I'll have 11,000. December, I'll have 11.5, okay? And ideally, we would reach 75% gross, okay? Worst case scenario, I'm selling maybe 1 offer of each per month. What happens? Because again, we want to be realistic in certain areas, but also aim for the top. Go with all the appropriate action, but what will be the minimum thing that I can consider this a win? Then while we're doing that, what am I doing here? So your offers, AI Autopilot. Here, as you see, Gemini is just ignoring my new AI avatar, right? So starting at 2,000, new month, it will be 900. Monthly expenses, monthly profit, right? But again, it's not giving you so much to work with, while the other one is actually giving you a little bit more, right? So again, worst case, average, midpoint, big tier system, podcast clips, total per month, 4,000, right? So what would happen here, it's 7.2 months to close the gap, 1 month to buffer, churn, slow months, 8 months, okay? So around month 8, if I was selling just 1, right, it takes 8 months. Now, let's even be more pessimistic because, again, we want to understand what's going to happen. Let's say I sell only one of each every other month. So around December 2026, which is not ideal, I'm making 50,000. But this is the thing. I'm making, since month 4, I'm already profiting $20,000 a month. I'm currently profiting maybe 10, right? So the goal here is to think big, do the actions big, expect low, but think and visualize that you're gonna get to the highest one. So ideally, I'm making $50,000 in the next 5 months. That will be best case scenario. If not, I'll do it in 8. If not, I'll do it in 12 or 15. But what's important is that I will keep going. I will stay focused and I will take action. Hope this inspires you. If you're excited about this, please drop it in the comments below. This is a really powerful video and I'm excited to share this with you because I know that we will grow together. And if you want help either as a coach or as a mentor and you want to grow your business, grow your social media, have our content posted for you, we can support you with that. So make sure that you click the button below to book a call with us and we'll see you soon. Talk to you later.